Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We've all been thrown into this world of online school, and it's so different from normal school. It's so different from everything else we're used to. So we have to get the day structured. We have to do some kind of thing to increase our productivity, to keep us motivated throughout the day. And that is why I structure the day. I have little tips and tricks I use to keep myself going throughout the day and get through my day of online school as productively as physically possible so I can then enjoy the evenings without too much work. So yeah, let's get into the video. But before we do, don't forget, please support the channel. As exams have been cancelled, I have no idea what's going to happen with this channel because obviously exam technique preparation, that's kind of what this channel is all about. I'm hoping that I'll get some kind of videos made about what's happening soon, but we don't know. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below because it just really supports me and helps me know that you're all interested, you're all still here and wanting to increase your productivity no matter what the situation is. But anyway, how to have a productive day of online school? Number one, timetable. It is so important that you use your timetable. Like, my timetable is literally right there behind me. You can't see it from here, but it's literally like right there. And every day at the start of the day, I will timetable. I'll basically write down my timetable and what I'm going to do in each class. So sometimes I'll have work set and I'll say, for example, maths. I may have a worksheet to do for maths, write on the worksheet. Or, for example, on Monday, I have a Google Meets for maths. And so I'll say, I'll have Google Meet, that's what I'm doing. If I have any homework, I will have made sure I know what the homework is and when it's due, for what class it's due, etc. and get that done. Sometimes there are classes where you don't have any work set. For example, I think I completed all of my biology work in like 2 out of the 3 days it was for, and so I'd scheduled in starting the next topic myself or reading ahead in the textbook, etc., to give yourself something to do in each class and to keep it scheduled so that you don't run into the problem of, what do I do now? I don't have anything else to do. I feel like it's vitally important to keep yourself motivated by letting yourself know what you have to do and when you're going to do it. Number two, finding your study space. Find a place in your house where you can work from. It may be your own room, like mine. Whenever I actually moved into this room, I made sure that this room was, a perfect study space for me. And I'm really fortunate to be able to do that. I have my massive desk, which I chose to house everything I need on it, which is far enough away from my bed so it doesn't feel like my bed. So this is my study space, it's my own room. However, sometimes I work in the study, sometimes I work in the kitchen, depending on who needs to use things in the room at different times. The computer's in this room, so sometimes someone else needs to use the computer, so I move rooms. But find a study space that works for you. Could be your own room, could be a study, could be the living room, anywhere. As long as there is somewhere that you can sit yourself down and work. I like to gather all the equipment I need before a day's work. Luckily on my desk I have pretty much everything. I have literally, you don't want to see my desk, it's a bit of a mess right now, but I have my calculator right here. I have various pens within an arm's reach. I have paper, notebooks, everything's already here. So whenever I'm in class, I don't need to get up and worry about stuff. It's all here. Or as you can see, the 4 files up there are my 4 subject files. These files contain paper, notes, poster paper, and posters. Those are my cacti. This one contains, so those there are my revision guides. I'm really concentrating on seeing these. And then here are various notebooks. So I've got like my maths notebook, my chemistry notebook, various practice notebooks from last year, etc. And then down at the very bottom is like sticky notes and other various revision material. I keep those there. All of the equipment's here in my study space so that I don't need to worry about finding it if I need to. Let me have a cup of tea because my tea is really full and I don't want to spill it. Okay, and make yourself a drink. I forgot that this is the next point I made about this. Make yourself a drink to get yourself comfortable. Like, honestly, I don't start the day without having a warm drink. Whether it's tea, it could be a breakfast tea, it could be herbal tea, it could be coffee, it could just be like a water one. I mean, yeah, it's not a warm drink, but I do drink a lot more water now that I'm working at home. January is the month of hydration for me. But yeah, make yourself a drink to make yourself feel comfortable, to get yourself in the zone, and to really just set yourself down into this mindset of working. I find that if I work from home, I work so much better if I have a warm drink beside me so that I can just, relax, be warm, be comfortable, and work. So number 3, we have get dressed. Honestly, getting dressed makes you feel like you're in a mindset for something. If you're still in your pajamas, you're in the mindset of sleeping. If you're in, if you have certain clothes that you do stuff in, like what I have, kind of like my stuff I used to go climbing mountains or whatever, that makes me feel like I'm in that mindset. If I put on that rucksack, I know what I'm doing. If you put on your school uniform, you're in the mindset for school. So if you're working from home, you gotta find something to put in the mindset for working from home. For me, tracksuit and hoodie. Also this fake hoodie is so warm, and because it's obviously freezing in January at this time, I've been living in this because it's so warm, it's so cozy, and just gives me a bit of extra heat in my freezing house. But it helped me separate bed from school by wearing something that doesn't remind me of my bed. I don't wear this in bed. No, I wear pajamas in bed, and so it keeps me awake, keeps me alert, keeps me knowing that this is what I'm doing now. Getting changed in the morning, especially, it helps me to wake up and helps me concentrate, because if I'm in my pajamas, I'm still like kind of drowsy and still kind of like, huh. But as soon as I actually force myself to get changed, you have to make yourself cold and make yourself warm again. It wakes you up. Number 4, take a break. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, or have a break and lie down. If you're in class, if you're in school, you're not working solidly. You're not going work, done. You usually walk between classes. There's probably some time that you can talk during class, if the teacher leaves and you finished your work. If you are packing up, you'll talk to the person beside you. We don't have that time now because we're not, there. And so you don't work constantly in school, so don't work constantly at home. I like to finish my class. I don't start the next class immediately, unless there's obviously a time thing, like a Google Meets or something. If I am, finishing one subject, I'll go make myself another cup of tea and come back and do the next one. Or I'll, get up, go knock on my sister's door and be like, hi, or go just annoy my brother or something like that. But take a break from class. Don't work constantly, because it's not worth it. You'll get just too tired. And then go back to your study space after you've, moved, and reset yourself. So usually for me, I like to reset by having my chair down fully. For some reason, I've always liked working with my chair down, and if my chair is fully down, it even just puts me into that mindset of work. Like, just resets. Sometimes I'll have a drink and then go. Sometimes I'll put on music and since I start playing the music, then that's me working. And just reset yourself after the break. And finally, number 5, make the most out of the time you have per class. In other words, use your timetable effectively. I've been getting homeworks because, school gives you homeworks, but because we're already at home, everything's really homework. But I don't do them outside of school hours. Once I finish work, for example, in maths, we get a double period to do something. If I finish early, I'll start on work from another class. I want to do the most I can in the time I have. So if I finish my maths work and I have a biology homework, I'll go do my biology homework. Or if I have further maths revision to do, I'll do that in another class once I finish the work. And then after the school day is over, so after 3:30, I have the rest of the day to do literally whatever I want. And that's literally half the day. Come on, you get half the day off, do whatever you want just because you used your time effectively. And effective time management is so important when you're working from home. It's vital to know when to do work, when to take a break. For example, one of the day, I think it was Thursday, I didn't have a class because the teacher just couldn't do Google Meet at that time. However, I'd done all the work for that class. I literally slept. I took an hour out and just slept. And it was such a good idea because I was kind of getting a bit demotivated by Thursday in the week. Thursday's almost at the end of the week. I was getting a bit demotivated, and so I just reset. I took a break, slept, woke up, and then went back to work for my next class. And it was so useful just to, make the most out of your class time, get homeworks done in class time, and then relax outside class time. Take the weekend off. You won't have so much work. Now, if you have exams or something, then obviously you're going to work after school. But at the minute, in the start period where there's not much going on, make the most. Get everything done. And so, those are my 5 kind of tips and tricks for surviving online school, being the most productive you can physically possibly be. I hope that helped. I hope that during this online schooling time, you make the most out of it, but you don't get too detached from everything. It can be hard. Don't forget to call your friends. I've been having various Zoom meetings with friends, talking constantly to my friends, even during class. I mean, like, sometimes you send your friends a message to be like, do you understand this? And you talk about the work after class. I mean, like, we all do it. And help everyone. Like, honestly, group chats so good at this point to be like, are you getting along? Did you do the work yet? How did you find it? I'm stuck on this question. Did you get it? Make the most out of it. And this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for many of us. So make the most of it, and hopefully we'll get back to school as soon as possible. But in the meantime, let's be productive. Let's get work done as much as we can in this weird situation. But that's all I have for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, because it really, really supports this channel in this really, really awkward time for everyone. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.